I'm here with Jack Franz, who got a P3 in the British. Jack, how was that for you?
It was good. I didn't help myself in heats. I put myself a long way back in heats, which has made it hard for me. But I knew if we could get that rain to stop, I knew the car would come straight back on if we got rid of that top surface water. So I was just hanging on, and yeah, after about 4 or 5 restarts, I realised I noticed it stopped raining. So I thought, right, we can properly push now, and we did. But you know, when you're starting, I think I started 16th, 17th. It was always going to be hard for myself. Every time I got a few places, somebody would nudge you wide, and then you'd lose 4 places. And I thought if I just keep going and hang in there and don't overdrive it, and we'll be all right. So yeah, maybe I could have made it easier for myself and done a little bit better. But
well, yeah, but to get from 16 to where you did, you had to have some pace, didn't you?
Yeah, it did. Maybe last 5-6 laps, it just car felt mint, and we knew it would. I would set it up where it was for like a fairly tacky but not overly wet track, and
so you'd set it up for a slightly drier situation.
Yeah, we thought with it being such a long race, if rain stopped, and we sort of gambled on it drying up, and unfortunately it was just a little bit too late to dry up.
But you're right, because the last 6-7 laps, that's where you suddenly start, and you were having right dice with Matty, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know if he got a little bit tangled up with Ryan coming out one at corners, and he were real wide, and he started to come back down, and I thought I can't lift and let him pull back in front of me because I'll just be stuck behind somebody else. So yeah, I mean, I had to keep it lit down, and I think he ended up fence, and I just shut my eyes and kept going, and I could see Ryan, and I don't know whether I was catching him. I think he was trying some different lines on track to try and catch Tom.
Without a shadow of a doubt,
yeah,
you were catching him, and then with about 2 or 3 to go, he suddenly found a burst of pace and pulled away again. But
it is where it is, and I'm happy with third. From where we started and how meeting started for us, we got a second, and then a puncture, and then my own fault, I spun round when it rained in the third heat for us, so I lost a lot of points for that. But yeah, to come back up and get a third, I'm happy with that.
Are you here tomorrow?
I definitely am.
Well, in that case, then we know where the next little step is,
don't
we?
Yeah.
Well done for your third place.
Great to talk to you.
No, horrible boy. I'm here with Ryan Harris, and Ryan came second in the British. Ryan.
Yeah.
Was it good?
No.
Why not?
First loser.
Do you not quite have was the car not quite right?
Nah, we knocked the front axle out of it earlier, and we just chucked an axle in, and no point in scaling it, everything's so muddy and dirty.
So just sorry, because you're very quick at saying things, and a lot of people don't understand, so you had an accident, you had a crashing race in your second race,
Second heat, yeah.
Took the front axle out, load of damage, so what, do you repair that axle?
No, we put another axle in, chucked another axle in, 2 new shocks, hubs, discs, you name it, we just about knocked everything off. Axle bars. And
was it your axle, or did you have to borrow one?
No, we borrowed one off 4 lines. Mine's in the workshop at home.
So therefore you're putting an axle underneath the car that you don't know it's right, you've got no corner weight scales, you've got no time, so you're throwing a front axle that could be anywhere.
Basically, yeah, I mean, they're all near enough, so we wouldn't have been a million miles away. The main problem then was the wrong tyre choice on the left rear was our biggest. We changed it 4 times before going down to the should we.
That's a bugger, isn't it?
And then we made the wrong choice, but I mean, it is what it is. It's the same for everyone.
Because it's interesting, because you were very good on turns 1 and 2. Turns 3 and 4, you were very, very slow.
Yeah, I mean, it was ballistic down. 1 and 2 was very good, and then 3 and 4 was absolutely terrible. I've never ever felt anything so bad. I just wanted to pull over and get out.
I bet you did.
It was just sit and duck, and then every time someone got to you, they'd get to me on that corner, and then I'd have to get rid of them on the next corner.
Yeah, exactly. But, and in fact, at one point, Matt got past you again, didn't he?
Yeah, he just drove straight underneath me. It made me look silly. He must have pulled 5-6 car lengths in one corner.
He did.
Next bend, I was straight. But as soon as we got to the line where the dirt was, and I got it into dirt, this is a shell car, not a tarmac car. If you didn't notice.
Well, I'll tell you what was noticeable. Last 3 or 4 laps, it suddenly came together. It looked like a proper stock car again.
Yeah, I was. You could say I saw my arse with it a little bit and started really getting into it, and she was doing a few RPMs at the end of the last 3 laps.
Yeah, it was singing.
It was getting up and going, and the track was just drying in the bottom of 3 and 4. It was just drying. I just got a groove a couple of times. I thought, might as well. I tried to run the outside and put myself in the wall. I was just getting frustrated, bored, thinking I know what's going to happen if I go around here steady. So just beat it off the wall and see if there's any mud out there. And there was a lot of mud out there.
There was a lot of mud out there. Well, first loser isn't actually such a bad thing. You did really, really well. It's great seeing a second place. Hopefully the next one will be one step further, eh, Ryan?
Yeah, that's the plan. Just keep going. See, we ain't done yet, so I'm sure we'll get it again.
Thanks ever so much for your time. No! Tom! British! So now you're going to put more roof colours on. What are you going to do with that?
Yeah, well, I had to pull the red and yellow off, didn't I, last week, because I was rubbish. So, yeah, I had to pull my finger out on that one.
And you did, by some. So the setup change that you made in the heats, which weren't informed you for that race?
No, I knew what would be good, but you're always looking for that edge, aren't you? You know, it's the British Championship. If you can go faster, you want to go faster. And the conditions changed throughout the night. And the rain didn't help, but you know, we knew where we were good. We just wanted to go faster.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's better to try it in the heat than it is in the main race.
Very much so.
We gave up that heat, and I was hoping to drop back to second row or third row on the inside. I didn't realise I had that many points, like to be front or outside. And start was horrendous, but I knew the track would come to me. My main objective was to keep 4 wheels on it, keep 4 straight wheels on it, and 4 tyres blown up. And I knew I'd have something to deal with them at the later stage of the race, and you know that's exactly what happened.
Well, it's exactly what happened, except you got there a little bit quicker than the latter stage of the race, didn't you?
Yeah, but you know, and then just constantly looking like gapping you. You don't want to catch your traffic in a bunch. You want to catch and pick them off one by one. You know, it's so narrow here off the corners, and then you know, and especially with the track being the condition it is, like with the rain they've had, like you know. You don't want to trip over anybody, do you? And then that last bend, I just went straight through the middle of.
I've so done that where there's cars everywhere. You're like, what's going on here?
Oh, I couldn't quite believe it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was one of those when I thought, you know, the heat race last time here, I had 2 heats in a row when I was winning and got took out by a back marker on the last corner.
Yes.
So I just didn't want it to happen then, and unfortunately, you know, this is the one that matters.
I'm really, really pleased for you, Tom. It's great that we had a chat beforehand, and I believe I've got to give you this. Is this mine or is it yours?
You can have it if you're going to polish it.
You, that's right. No, you have it.
No, but like I said before, you know, I was gifted the British at Hennisford when Lee and Matt had the coming together, and I really wanted to win one and not just be that lucky fluke, you know. And it's the British the time that's always got away from me, and then you know I think I earned that one, and you know
you dominated it.
I've got you know. Multiple in everything now, so you know one wasn't just luck.
You dominated that race by a country mile. You deserved every bit of that one. I'm really pleased for you, mate.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
No worries.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
So we're at the end of the wonderful Saturday's racing at Bradford. There's been absolute action from start to finish. Incredible scenes, and most of all, 3 great people. P1, P2, P3. Really enjoyable. Tomorrow is a whole other day. I can't wait. Tom Harris, number 1.